It's Week 11 of the NFL.
And we'll see Kirk Cousins.
He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Falcons and the Titans.
Under the lights on Thursday night.
Mere feet from where the Georgia Dome stood and the Falcons played for a quarter century. We're looking at the team's home since the 2017 season, Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Welcome to another entertaining matchup, folks. Kate Scott, Brock Ewart on the call in this one. And Brock, got a couple of running backs down on the field who can really take over their offenses when they get in the groove.
And I think that's going to be the ultimate goal of both of these offenses, right? I mean, there's just no confusion about it. They want to get their bell cow in that groove and get them going. Find that rhythm where they're ripping off chunk yardage run after run.
To kick off, here's Ryan Stonehouse. And another week is officially underway. Returning it from the 4. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So following the return, looks like somebody's shaken up. Trainers out to determine how severe this may be. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Cousins. Well, they took their shot immediately. Would have been cool if they connected, but no luck. 2nd down. Well, as we see the names populating this injury report, partner, we recognize they've had to do some adjusting over the course of the season as key contributors have gone down.
And this, right here, this is where fan favorites and surprise superstars are born, Kate. From guys having to step in as a result of these injuries. You never root for players to miss time and go down, but you'll always root for the guys filling in, who are getting their shot to make their name and contribute when it really matters.
That one gonna go against the D.
Pass interference. Defense.
So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. On 1st and 10, it's Cousins. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Roger McCreary brings him down that time. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Cousins out of the pistol here. It's caught, Warren. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball. You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And some professional English on that ball as it bounces out just short of the end zone at the 2-yard line. So the Titans readying for their opening drive of the game. And leading them out to the 2nd pick of the 2nd round back in 2023. Out of Kentucky, it's Will Levis.
As you're running onto the field with this kind of field position as a quarterback, you're reminding yourself and your huddle, hey, let's be disciplined. Got to be on the details here. Got to take care of the football. And also encourage them and let them know that script you've been working on all week, well, there's a lot of field and there's a lot of plays ahead of them to go put a score on the board.
Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Levis from the shotgun. Has the connection to Ridley. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Braylon Trice there to meet him. Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Levis. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And oh, he drops it. He had all the space in the world. Brock, he got behind the defense, and he just looked away before he brought it in. A big missed opportunity. Levis throwing again on second down. Has his man, it's Ridley. Jukes one defender. Down the left sideline he goes. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So as we all recover from that last play, it's 1st and 10 near the red zone. On the play fake, it's Levis. He finds Chigakonkwo for the grab. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
This one's caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Titans have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Tony Pollard with the touchdown. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
That one splits the uprights. And the Titans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And he's been carrying a great campaign now into the heart of this season. He's hitting top 5 in rushing yardage. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Play action now for Cousins. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. He completes it in traffic. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Tackled on that play by Isaiah Simmons. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Cousins. He has the first over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Falcons will have a 1st.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Now Cousins again. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. Pitts brings it in. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Taken down by Sebastian Joseph Day. Here's a nickel look by the Titans. 3rd down. Here's Cousins. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. The Titans offense out to the field, ready for their second drive. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early, and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them, right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, you're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few boo birds.
They give to Pollard on the option. Room for him past the 30. And he's all the way forward to the 37-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And the Titans will have a first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. And he's brought down for a loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Here's 2nd and 11. Pass taken in by Pollard. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. A.J. Terrell making that stop. 6 defensive backs out there. Falcons in the dime on 3rd. From the gun, Levis. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
The Titans sending out Ryan Stonehouse now on 4th down to in turn send the punt away. And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And the Falcons will take over. Onto the field runs the Atlanta offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Hits his running back. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. That was Harold Landry making the tackle. 2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 37. Throw complete to Warren. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Ball start, offense.
So the penalty is going to back him up 5, and in all likelihood, they need to come up with a new play call for 3rd down. The penalty makes it 3rd and 8 here. Now they'll throw out of the gun. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And they're gonna be stuck with a 4th and long. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. It'll be Bradley Pinion doing the honors. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And the Titans will get set to take over. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Levis. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Levis back to throw. Pass caught by Ridley. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
So they'll let the play stand, decline the penalty, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Call that a 64-yard punt officially. And the Falcons will have plenty of work to do on their next drive. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Cousins. He'll get this complete to Pitts. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Into the hands of Pitts. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. Neither side separating much so far. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Back for our 2nd quarter. It's Falcons football. They have it on 2nd and short. Looking to throw. Cousins. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short? From the gun, it's Robinson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here's a counter give to Robinson. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Staying with Robinson. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding. Offense.
But partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. They'll run here following the penalty. And he'll only get this one up to about the 47. Only a yard that time, so now they're left with 3rd and 13.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
A loss of 7.
Awareness. That's what I call it, Kate. Awareness. You got to have a game awareness and understand the situation. 3rd and long, you should never take a sack. Put the ball in play or throw it away, but don't take a sack in that situation.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Titans and receiver Calvin Ridley back out again on offense. And they have made it no secret that they want to go his way in this game, right? And the results so far, I'd say very promising. They'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. And he found some running room for a nice gain. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. 2nd and 3 now. Levis now off the play fake. He's on the move. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Levis to the air now. Gets it to him on the screen. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding. Offense.
So they'll let the play stand, decline the penalty, and that's going to bring up 4th down. On is the punt team, and away goes the punt. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And they're going to take over possession. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And that's good for a gain of 5. Stopped by Cedric Gray. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
To the air, Cousins. Hits him on the out route. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A gain of 6. And the Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10 at
Cousins.
the 36-yard line.
Has him on the quick hitter. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Stopped by Cedric Gray. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Play action now for Cousins. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Cousins now. Finds his target, Robinson. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
It's fielded at the 14. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. The Titans and Tony Pollard headed back out there offensively. They're already on a modest little winning streak here, currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. On the play fake, it's Levis. Into the hands of Okonkwo. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Give him 8 yards on the play. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down. Free play here. Let's see what he does. Completed to Pollard. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play.
Defense.
Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach.
Still 1st down.
A bit jumpy across the way there, and that halves the distance ahead of him on 1st down. Tight end in motion left. Shotgun now for Levis. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Levis throwing again. Searches for... Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Isn't anybody on the field defensively who sees it better vision than these safeties? So he looked around, I'm going to guess, and decided the best read was to call my own number on that blitz. And a lot of times he'll get the benefit of the doubt, especially, Kate, when he finishes a play like that.
And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
It's plays like that, Kate, right, wrong, where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on third down.
And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. The Falcons ready for their next possession. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. On 1st and 10, it's Cousins. Pitts brings it in. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Tackled on that play by Isaiah Simmons. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
At the 22-yard line.
Here's Robinson up the middle. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. We've paused here to deal with an injured player, and this is a significant one. That's Bijan Robinson getting looked at after that play. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Out of the gun, Cousins. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
They bring on the punt team, and they get this kick away. Takes it in at the 26. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And it'll be their football. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Throwing now off play action. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Stays in the pocket, isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Levis from the shotgun. Looking for a... He's in trouble, and they bring him down again! And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. Ryan Stonehouse back out there again to punt it away. And he's been getting all of it every time out. Averaging over 50 yards a kick, and this is another one well hit. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Hard to do better than that, a 66-yard punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. Now here come the Falcons on offense. 1st down throw for Cousins. Complete to Coleman. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Here's Algier on 1st down. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Stopped by Cedric Gray. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
They go again with Algier. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And give him 6 on the run as that play takes us to the 2-minute warning. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 27. Short pass brought in. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run, break tackles, and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Has it in close. Touchdown, Atlanta. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Young Hui Koo on for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons tie this game 7-7. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Jackson now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So now here comes the Titans on offense. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Levis now on 1st down. Caught by Pollard. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Here's 2nd and 5. This one finds Boyd. And this one does not go far. Tennessee calling its 2nd timeout now. 3rd and short yardage, Levis. Pass taken in by Pollard. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. Here comes the Titans punting unit. And he's been one of the players of this game. This is away, and once again, he's caught all of it. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Falcons and Kirk Cousins headed back out to the field now. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. 1st and 10, here's Cousins. That's brought in by Mooney. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that 1st down play. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. The Falcons take a timeout to their final one. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 42. It's into the hands of Mooney. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Throwing it just before halftime. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. Some very intriguing games in that early window, highlighted by the one going on at the Superdome. A big test for the Saints as they'll face off against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Good games in the late afternoon as well, one being out in Santa Clara, where it'll be the 49ers taking on the Carolina Panthers. And one more to highlight, a good one on Sunday Night Football between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Detroit Lions. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Who knows when the deciding moment will come? We're underway in the second half of a deadlocked game. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding, receiving team.
Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. Throwing now on first down, Levis. McMillan hauls it in. And they touch him down. Looks to be about 4 yards short of the sticks. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Handoff running right, Pollard. Has good room at the 35. And he's going to get this to the 39-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Titans will have a first down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
First down, and they go right back to him. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. And after the play, one of the Falcons still out there injured, so we'll get a brief stoppage here as they check on him. All right, here we go, second down. Slot receiver headed left. Here's 2nd and 11. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the third row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now third down is so much harder.
And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these third downs.
Fair catch made, a little beyond the 20-yard line. No return on that punt. And the Falcons will take over. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground with Algier. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Into traffic, complete. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
Here's Cousins now. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. We have to take a timeout, though. There's an injured player, and it looks like Kyle Pitts is the one the training staff is headed out for. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. Finds him over the middle. And he gets it across midfield and into Titans territory.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Now Cousins again. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. The Titans and this running back headed back out for a new series. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Levis to the air now. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Levis throwing again on 2nd down. Hits him on the out route. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Levis from the shotgun. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
The give on 2nd to Pollard. And the hit stuffs him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Levis. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Levis here on 1st down. That pass complete to Boyd. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And they take him down right along the 30. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st. From the gun, Levis. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play. You know, that's an example right there where you just simply got to be on the same page with each other and get both ends of the play right to execute. They want that one back.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
He's going to field this at the 2. This return makes it up to the 25. The Falcons headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. They've got a man in motion. On the toss, it's Algier. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Big shot to begin the drive, has him up beyond the 40. Cousins out of the pistol here. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage.
Still first down.
Now talk about a golden opportunity at an immediate first down following that encroachment flag. They send the tight end in motion. Out of the gun, Cousins. It's caught, Warren. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Falcons will have a first.
10 at the 25-yard line.
Looking to throw, Cousins. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Here's a handoff for Algier. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain, taken down by Sebastian Joseph Day. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
The gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 6.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing 4th down coming up. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's 4th down. So now on is Younghoe Koo for the Falcons field goal. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right hash. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will tie things up in the 3rd.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
Jackson now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Titans ready to take over on offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. This is Pollard running left. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Looking to throw, Levis. Stays upright. He can run it.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Up the middle, here goes Pollard. Through the 2nd level at the 40. And he gets it forward all the way to the 44. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down.
And the Titans 1st down.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag.
Ball start. Offense.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. Running it after the penalty. And he's tackled for a short gain. 2 yards on the run. Still ground to make up, though, as they face 2nd and 13.
Brings up 2nd and 13.
Tight end going in motion here. That's incomplete left side.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Caught by Pollard. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter, but they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Here's the Falcon offense headed out. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
First and 10, here's Cousins. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Cousins. He'll get this complete to Mooney. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. And that's knocked away. The linebacker got him in the middle of the field, incomplete.
Well, I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a cornerback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys could take some notes on how to stay in position and, most importantly, swat that pass away.
This lands deep into the end zone. We're picking things up at the 20 after the touchback. The visitors returning their offense and this running back to the field. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. Levis now on 1st down. He's got him. That's McMillan. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Throwing now on 1st down, Levis. That throw finds Okonkwo. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Give them 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter on this Thursday night. Well, we didn't see either side separate through 3. It's all tied at 10 to begin the 4th. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Now Levis. Okonkwo brings it in. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. 16 yards on the play. And the Titans will have a 1st down. Levis throwing again. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Trying the inside handoff to Pollard. And he pushed deep into enemy territory with that. Down inside the 25. The rookie out of Colorado, the one to bring him down. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Dumps it off to his running back. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line.
That's how you draw it up defensively. That's exactly what you want the coverage to do. Force that quarterback to throw it short and get off the field.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
Return coming from the 6. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. This offense ready to get going again now. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Running right is Algier. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding. Offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Now a handoff to Algier. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. That throw finds Algier. And he's brought down for a loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
3rd and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
3rd and long, and that coordinator decides to dial up the pressure, and they get to the quarterback. You know why I love this call, Kate? It's not just because of the aggressive makeup, but you really dictate to that offense. 3rd and extra long is a great time to blitz, because either you get home like that, or the ball's got to come out way short of the sticks. Job well done defensively.
It's a 61-yard punt that time. And the Titans will get set to take over. 1st and 10, it's Pollard. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
And he fights his way forward to get this to the 45. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. And the Falcons get a 5th defensive back out there. 3rd down coming. Levis back to throw. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down. So out now comes the punter. Ryan Stonehouse will kick it away. And that hit at the 5, but got the bounce it needed to reach the end zone for a touchback. The offense headed back to the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Cousins. This ball's caught by Algier. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks a little short of that 35. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33.
Throwing from the gun here. Fits it through the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
He beams one deep right side. And he's there to send that one away incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Now Cousins again. The screen pass falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Here's pressure, and he is dropped by the Titans. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
4th down.
There is no question this defense has risen to the occasion of prime time tonight. There's also no question that this is a window into the kind of beating quarterbacks can take when you can't protect him. He's going to have to use all week to get his body right to hopefully hit the field next week.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. He fields this at the 18. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And they're going to take over possession. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Levis. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And this one doesn't go far.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target.
And this is going to be incomplete. Great looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got 4th down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
It's into the hands of Mooney. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Out of the gun, Cousins. Got a man, it's Drake London. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
1st down throw for Cousins. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. So that brings up 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 10.
From the gun, they go with Algier. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
It's 3rd and 7.
Here's Cousins. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future. Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Jackson now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So the Tennessee offense headed out for another series. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. On the play fake, it's Levis. Gets everything he has under this throw. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Levis now off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Time we offered some serious blanket praise for this entire group defensively. The guys up front, they've certainly generated the pressure. Everybody on the back end in coverage, well, they're holding down their assignments to delay these throws. This is going to be one tomorrow, one fun tape to watch, because 6 sacks, it's hard to come by in this league.
And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
Things looking totally different after that last play. It's 1st and 10 inside the opposing 30. Running right, here's Pollard. And they'll stop him after a short pickup to the 24. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Levis from the shotgun. Into the hands of Okonkwo. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Third down, 1 yard to go. On the ground, Pollard. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Again, a run with Pollard. And he drives this forward to the 6. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Right back to Pollard. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Going with Pollard on the ground. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Titans jump in front late. Tony Pollard with the touchdown. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal, but you do have to ask the question, did they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Back out runs their offense. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Completed here to Algier. They gain 14 on the play. And the Falcons will have a first.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Setting up to pass. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. That's going to be caught by Washington. And he's out of bounds very close to that marker, but it looked a tad short. Oh, and it is! That's a turnover on downs. And they do not get a desperately needed first down. He doesn't make it, and they still trail after the turnover on downs. Down to a knee, and we're going to see if that defense chooses to expend one of its final 2 timeouts. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be its second. Back into that favorite formation they go, Brock, forcing those guys to burn a timeout. With the win in hands, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out. The Falcons take a timeout to their final one. After one final kneel down, partner, and this should do it. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
On is the punt team, and away goes the punt. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. So it's a win on the road for the Titans. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans are your winners as we say goodbye from Atlanta.